can see what's going on? Can anyone see me? Yes, it's working. You can see me now. Good. What's up? Hi. It's working. Okay. I don't know where it got cut off, so I'll just say, yeah, it's really nice out, and I felt like talking about Google I/O. Yeah, so first of all, I was asking if you guys had a rating, a number between 1 and 10 for what you thought of the keynote, the announcements. I know it wasn't the most exciting thing in the world. There's no new phones or anything hardware crazy other than Google Home. Give me a 1 through 10. What do you think of it? 8? 6? 7? I'll tell you what my rating is in a second. 6, 9, 8, 4, 7.5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of people are over 5. Honestly, the keynote being in a different place, and I guess they're lucky it's beautiful weather, I would give that like a 7. It was pretty good. It wasn't a 10. It was definitely not a 10. We didn't get like the one more thing, the surprise, the crazy fun announcements that we didn't expect. We did get some new stuff, but I give it a 7. Okay. Here is, first of all, I have the new version. Actually, I just downloaded the beta. So I'm going to go ahead and install the Android N beta. 1.1 gig download right now. That's going on in my back pocket as we speak. I guess in terms of announcements, not that much crazy, right? So Android N, we've already seen most of the stuff they talked about, the new features, the new keyboard, I think is pretty neat. Hold on, so let me look at I wrote down like bullet points in Google Keep during it. Bam. Android N, yeah, not a whole lot going on in terms of new features. We've seen that stuff. We've seen the multi-window. We've seen the quick replies. That's all cool. The name Android N, yeah, something tells me that they've already decided on the name Android N, and you know they've opened it up for suggestions so we can name it. Something tells me they've already named it, and they're just waiting for someone else to say it so that they can say that they took the suggestion, but they already know what they're gonna call it. I'm pretty sure. Nuts. Yeah, Android nuts. Yeah, so not a whole lot new with Android N. Android Wear 2.0. So Android Wear 2.0 is pretty cool. So if you wear a smartwatch, I don't wear one every day, but if you wear an Android Wear smartwatch, apps with Android Wear 2.0 can now run when the phone is off. They can continue to work. They're totally independent. They work on their own connection. That's pretty awesome. Some of the software stuff surprised me though. So you might have seen the 2 new apps that we got. Androids, we got a chatting messaging app, and we got a video calling app. Allo, A-L-L-O, Allo is the chatting app. And then we got Duo, which is the video calling app with a knock-knock feature. So I'm not exactly sure why we need that if we already have Hangouts, which do both of those things already. But what was cool is the knock-knock feature, which is kind of funny. So if someone's calling you with Allo, you actually get to see their phone camera while they're calling you before you pick up. So you can see them waiting for you to pick up, like, come on, man. So they can like tell you what they want to talk about, like flash a wedding ring or whatever. If you're talking about something a little less appropriate, they can give you a preview of that. I don't know. It was kind of funny to think about that during the keynote, but that's what's going on. So I would love to hear a reason why they didn't just build those things into Hangouts. Right, they should have put them into Hangouts. So why didn't they build those new features into Hangouts? Anyway, now that Hangouts still exists, technically, we have a bunch of messaging apps at the same time. Not sure how I feel about that. What if I want to video call you? Do I Duo you or do I Hangout you? Or FaceTime? I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, new thing in Android N is virtual reality, VR. That's going to be pretty awesome. It's built into Android N, the beta already, so if you... I guess there's a new spec. Oh, what is it called again? Oh, I wrote it down. The new spec, where phones starting next year will be built with this spec, and they will... What is it called? Someone want to tell me? Daydream. There you go. You got it before I did. The Daydream spec essentially phones built next year will have the spec where it'll fit in their reference headset, it'll work with their reference controller, and all the VR stuff will be built into Android. Yeah, no new Nexuses, but that's a pretty cool feature in the first place. What else? What else? I'm going to look at my document. So yeah, we got the video calling, Allo, Duo. Oh, Google Home. That's the one other thing I wanted to talk about. So Google Home, it's this all-knowing white box with this Google Assistant. So Google Assistant, you already can say like, okay Google, and your phone with Google Now will tell you what the weather is or whatever question you want to answer, thanks to the knowledge graph. The Assistant is an extension of that, like, next level. It's everything Siri wants to be. It's everything Amazon Echo wanted to be. And they put it in this little piece of hardware called Google Home. It's like the size of like half a toaster. It's pretty small. So you have it sitting in your home, and you can say, okay Google, play this song from Google Play Music or Spotify. Or okay Google, play this on my TV from Chromecast. Or okay Google, what's the weather like? Okay Google, or I guess it's hey Google now. And it'll answer all these questions. I feel like that could be scary for some people, for like having a thing in your house that knows everything about you, because it uses context for all this stuff. But it's kind of neat, and it works, again, pretty much as well as Amazon Echo would ever want to. And it answers everything Siri would ever want to either, so it's pretty much a beast. I'm looking like a crazy person out here with people walking by, but I'm doing this for you guys. But that's pretty much it as far as new Google stuff, right? Did I triggered your OK Google? I want to know how many people's phones got triggered when Sundar said it on stage. Apparently 1 million people were watching in China. That's a lot of people whose OK Google could have been set off. I am doing this Periscope on an iPhone, ironically, as I read from my Android phone. Hey Siri. Sorry to trigger all your phones at once. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Going to be working on recapping all this stuff. Again, it's not the most exciting keynote in the world. We didn't get new hardware. We didn't get someone on stage saying, and here's a new Nexus. Here's a new tablet. That's later. Did I trigger you? Perfect. Perfect. Triggered your Siri. Instant apps. Oh, that's the last thing. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Instant apps is actually probably the coolest thing that we saw at this keynote. Instant apps is, you can, and this is when developers support it in their own app, but they showed a great example on stage. B&H has an app, right? I don't have the B&H app on my phone. But let's say I go to Google and I'm searching for a bag or a product, and it searches and a result comes up that's in the B&H app. I can click on that and it'll load a new screen, which is just downloading the parts of the B&H app required to show you the app. So you don't have to have the app installed, but you load the app anyway. That's awesome. That's really cool. So it's kind of hard to explain, but that's essentially it. Is if you click on a link or a shortcut from a Google search or a message or whatever, and it can go to a place inside of an app, it'll load the app anyway. It's a little bit beyond just a web app. So it's kind of next level. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I thought Instant Apps was really cool, and when they did it on stage, you got some oohs and ahs, so it was cool to see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to making this video, talking about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, this is my badge. They take a selfie like you're not even ready. They walk up to you like, all right, show me your ID. I hand it to them, and they're like, all right, look at the camera. And I'm like, what camera? And she's like, all right, perfect. And I'm like, what? So apparently this is the picture I took when she said, look at the camera. And they printed it on the badge. That was it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching this Periscope. You're welcome for the information. The chat was pretty much on point. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.